Hi, everyone. Hello, Facebook. Happy Monday. So I usually do lives in my private Facebook group called Women Breaking Free on Mondays, but I wanted to do it here so I can share what I need to share with everyone. And then I do invite you to join the Women Breaking Free group if that calls out for you. I'm Meena Puri. I am the founder of Ayurveda Healing Center. I talk about healing, consciousness, spirituality, and everything in between. I have been immersed in the study and teaching and practices of consciousness, ancient wisdom teachings, the world of yoga and Ayurveda for over the last 25 years. So today is full moon, and just a couple of days ago, there's something again that came up in me where the shift was inside happening. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. So full moons are notorious for shedding the full moon, the light on the dark, deep waters of our subconscious. So the whole process of healing and becoming ourselves is making conscious what is in the subconscious, because awareness itself is a healing thing. It takes us towards healing. So how our subconscious many times shows up is in relationship with another. That relationship could be your relationship with your work, your relationship with food. How are you being in the world? But let's go ahead, talk about the relationships with people, because that seems more kind of physical and something that we can kind of put our fingers on. And it is necessary for, I think, human evolution and growth, to speed up the human evolution and growth, that we are in relationship with other people, because it is not possible to see everything we need to see by ourselves. The truth is, I often say, behind my closed doors, I am just perfect, right? Until you put another person in the mix, then all hell breaks loose, right? How many of you can resonate with that? So put a yes in the comment if this resonates with you. So in a relationship with other people is when we truly get to know ourselves. And here's hence an opportunity for us to grow into that. And that's the whole deeper work of healing. So many times, the term toxic relationships, a lot of relationships with our friends, our loved ones, our intimate relationships, our children. At this point in time and evolution in human history, a lot is arising to the surface because we are becoming aware. This is no longer that age of innocence where we just follow, we don't know much, we kind of repeat and follow the path. This is humanity is awakening. And in that process of awakening, we're looking at everything that is constraining us, everything that is bringing us pain and suffering. So the relationships we have with others around us, it comes to surface, especially if the relationship is bringing pain and suffering. So many times when we are in these difficult relationships, the most common advice is just leave the relationship. I want to go a little deeper than that. So you can leave the relationship, but remember, you are an integral part of that relationship. Just because you release this friend or that person, not that you shouldn't, however you were with that person, if that does not change, you're going to carry that with another friend, with another human being. So the deeper way to look at it is, can you identify the patterns, your own behavior, your own patterns that are causing problems in the relationship. So when we talk about breaking free, we're talking about breaking free from the old, repetitive, painful patterns that no longer serve us. Right. So remember, human beings are very habitual, and at the same time, all of us are conditioned. The world around us, the society, our tribe, our community, our family, they teach us things without formally teaching us. That's called conditioning. We pick up what's a norm. We pick up what's acceptable. We pick up what's not acceptable. We pick up how to behave. Nobody's formally teaching us that, but we just pick it up energetically. We soak that information up, and then we, on an autopilot, we just repeat it, because somewhere in the psyche, we believe this is the way it is. This is the norm. So when we become awakened, when we are moving on the path to higher consciousness, we begin to notice everything we are doing, and we question whether, do I need to continue to do this? Do I need to do what my mom did? Do I need to do what this other person does? This is how I was 2 years ago. Do I need to continue to be that? Here's what happens when we recognize our contribution in creating a dynamic. We have a choice to change that. That's what we are breaking free from. You're becoming a truer version of you, because a pattern that perhaps you had picked up, you did not clearly think it out. You just picked it up, like I explained. You didn't consciously choose it, you subconsciously chose it. But when you become conscious of it, then you can make a conscious choice saying, is it working for me? Is it not working for me? When you are willing to break free from the old you, from the old patterns that you have repeated, two things can happen. Either the relationship will change, the other person will change accordingly, because relationships are a dance, or they will leave you because you are not jiving with them. You're no longer fun. So you see how you changing your own pattern can heal the relationship. That's the place to go first. But it is possible that when you change yourself, you no longer can be in the company of this person that you were having a dysfunctional relationship with, that you just drift apart because the energy is no longer a match. But it's not about just leaving people because they're making you feel uncomfortable. You can criticize them to all the things that they're doing wrong. It's really about you. It's not even, improving. The truth is, when we become conscious, we get to choose. We get to make a choice. There's a choice in everything. Do we want to continue to be the same way, or are we willing to let go? So this is a process. Yes, it's painful. Yes, it's difficult. But what's most difficult is being stuck in the same dynamic and continue to hurt year after year and causing a ripple effect of pain around you. So ask yourself today, what are you willing to break free from? What old patterns in you are you willing to break free from? Okay, so this is the deeper work. And when you step into the doorway of this deeper healing work, it works in layers. Slowly, another layer shows up that you need to work through. Another dynamic shows up that you need to work through. And all of a sudden, you begin to connect dots. And you begin to see things in a way you've never seen them before. And that never ends. Just like I just told you, like even just 2 days ago, I realized, I thought, like I was just done being a certain way. And it just felt so freeing. I felt lighter and happier and just clearer. So what happens that is our energy, is with our energy that we tie people into ourselves, because We think that if we don't tie people, we fear that they're going to leave us. Actually, the fear is what's going to trigger them leaving us. When we let go of the fear, when you just become authentically you, a consciously chosen you, you become that source of love, support, and strength that can benefit those people, and they will seek you out. So tune in to take a minute to think about where in your life is the most discomfort, suffering, and pain, in which area. Then go into that area and ask how I have been in this area of my life. Do I now know better or know more that I can question my way of being, how I was being in the past with that area in my life? What else is available for me that I can shift into? What other choices do I have? Can I choose to be this? You will see this, that little painful transition here. But it's temporary pain. Cry the tears and become the new you. The proof is in the pudding. What that means is if you feel lighter, if you feel happier, there's your proof that you made the right decision, right? So I leave you with that thought. And I do want to invite you to my upcoming masterclass on Thursday, August 22nd at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That master class is specifically for moms who are struggling in relationships with their adult children. But I'm inviting it and extending the invitation to people who are struggling in relationships, because anything that you're going to learn in that master class is going to be applicable to all of your relationships. And it's going to expand your knowledge, expand your knowing, so it can shift your perspective, so you can begin to connect the dots and give you some tools on how to begin to untangle yourself from those patterns and become the truer version of who you are. So if this resonates with you, I'll put the link somewhere above the video. Go ahead and sign up, register. We're starting in 3 days. I'm really excited. I think that it'll be hugely, hugely beneficial for you. So do attend. And who do you know it might benefit from this? A neighbor, a friend, a colleague. A lot of people are struggling, and ton of the struggle is with relationships, because that's how the struggle surfaces. That's how we see ourselves, through the relationships. When we get triggered, getting triggered is the only way for us to know what we don't know, what's in the subconscious. So give it some thought. Let me know what you think. I would love for you to come back and tell me that you did this, you tried it. And if you want to share, please put it in the comments. I would love to hear your comments, read your comments, and I'll be happy to respond back. All right. Happy full moon, and I will talk with you soon.